Did you know that one of the most corrupt businesses in the entire world is in Cancun, Mexico? Well, it's actually the taxi cab service in Cancun. So my wife and my children and I, we just arrived in Mexico a few days ago, and we're staying for the first time ever outside the hotel zone. It's about 4 minutes outside. And we realized right away that we're beyond the bus stop, which is a huge headache because you can jump on the bus pretty cheap, but everywhere where we are, we have to have a taxi. So the first night we were here, we stayed in the hotel zone, then we transferred to our place that we're at right now. Well, to take us down the street, it was literally like a 2-mile drive, maybe not even, $25. Okay, so then that afternoon we were like, all right, well, let's go get some groceries. So we get in the taxi cab, and he said, do you have pesos? Like, no. He goes, I'll take you by the bank. I'm like, okay, great, $25. Then from the bank to the grocery store, $25. From the grocery store home, $25. It's unbelievable the way the system works. So I had a chance to talk to a couple of the cab drivers just to understand, how it works. And they're like, we actually make very, very little of the money. We pretty much live on tips. And so not only are they charging $25 to go like 1 mile, they're not really paying the drivers anything. So then on top of that, I decided to see if Uber would work here because obviously it shows up. So I schedule an Uber from my place to another place in the hotel zone. Sure enough, it says like $2. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. Well, long story short, no Uber driver took it. So I got a chance to ask our property manager about that. And she told me, she's like, Chad, anyone who's ever driven Uber here has only done it one time. And so if you pick up for Uber, if you pick up someone and drive into the hotel zone, it could literally cost you your life. And I was like, no way. And she's like, yes. So long story short, the only way to get anywhere in the hotel zone, if you're not taking the bus or renting your own car, and here's the thing, renting your own car has its own risks because the drivers in the hotel zone in Cancun are absolutely crazy. But overall, it is one of the most corrupt businesses in the whole world, and no one seems to care or can do anything about it. So if you plan on coming to Cancun, stay in the hotel zone and plan on using the bus or renting a car and driving at your own risk, because the cab drivers, it will literally cost you, anywhere you want to go, it can cost you $200 per day. So it's absolutely ridiculous. So I would call that Cancun Chronicles #1, and there's still a lot to share.